For those with a thirst for Mandela effects, a new one has recently surfaced that has caused a bit more concern than usual, probably because the elements which have been identified as being in error are a little closer to home, within the human body. If you have been asleep for the past couple years, the Mandela Effect is a memory disturbance in which we have internally misrepresented the world which exists externally without being fully aware that we have done so. One of the most famous examples is the Berenstain Bears. A large majority of people will swear to you that the spelling is now incorrect and they had been raised with the children's book series being called Berenstein Bears, present author included. But the series was always called Berenstain Bears, and if you go and look back at your old books hidden in the attic, they will have, seemingly, changed to the new spelling as well, thus pointing to the fact that we have all just remembered it wrong or we're not in the same reality anymore. The number of colorful theories have arisen as a result of these glitches in the matrix, most of which typically involve us having slipped into a parallel universe which is mostly the same, but containing numerous, mysterious differences that are slowly being uncovered as more people investigate or mentally WTF some new detail and then post about it somewhere online. As for this new discovery, do you remember placing your right hand over your heart while reciting the Pledge of Allegiance? If you do, then it may come as a surprise that your heart is not under your left rib cage but instead closer to the center of your chest. Many people remember it being located almost entirely under the left rib cage. As an additional detail, they remember the heart to be the size of one fist, not two. Furthermore, do you remember your rib cage as being more open, or closed and connected in the center? Debates online are raging as many people feel that the closed nature of the rib cage, which is shaped differently in this universe, is different than the one in the world in which they were born. Other oddities include the actual size and location of the liver, the location of the stomach, it should be lower, the orientation of the stomach, and the amount of intestines we have. What is intriguing about these Mandela effects is that no one is entirely immune to them. You will run across one which you have been sure of your entire life, only to realize you haven't fully been paying attention. Do you, for instance, experience any cognitive dissonance when you realize that Thanksgiving is the fourth Thursday of November as opposed to the third Thursday? Was Anne Rice's book called Interview with a Vampire for you, or Interview with the Vampire which it is in this reality? Has Mother Teresa already been canonized as a saint in your world? The media manipulates perceptions. We might remember small details. We say things or repeat things incorrectly to ourselves. We get answers wrong on tests and never go back to find the right answer, all of which may come back in a somewhat astounding manner years later. If anything, it points us to the fact that we are all delusional, constantly forget not just small details but entire sequences of events. And although you must trust your own senses to get by, your senses are not reliable most of the time, if ever.